Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2023, let's go. Please be seated. Good evening, honored guests, family, friends, and the entire Crusader community. Pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2023. At this time, could you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem? I'm going to invite Emma Polanco to come do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now please welcome Evelyn Davis singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wonderful. We are honored to have with us this evening many special guests joining our celebration. First, I'd like to introduce the Mayor of Manchester and the Chair of the Board of School Committee, the Honorable Joyce Craig. The Superintendent of the Manchester School District, Dr. Jennifer Gillis. Assistant Superintendent of the Manchester School District, Ms. Amy Allen. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Forrest Ransdell. Manchester School District Network Director, Dr. Erin Murphy. And Board of School Committee member from Ward 4, Ms. Leslie Want. And our Chief Equity Officer, Ms. Tina Philibot. Board of School Committee member from Ward 5, Mr. Jason Bonilla. Board of School Committee member from Ward 6, Mr. Ken Tassi. Board of School Committee member from Ward 8, Mr. Peter Perrick. Board of School Committee member from Ward 7, Mr. Chris Potter. Board of School Committee member from Ward 9, Mr. Ben Dion. And Board of School Committee member at large, Mr. Peter Argyropoulos. I'd like to announce and introduce Memorial High School Administration, Assistant Principal, Mr. Ben Dick. Assistant Principal, Ms. Amy Christopher. Assistant Principal, Ms. Michelle O'Rourke. Assistant Principal, Mr. Jeff Hebert, Papa Heaves. And now I'd like to introduce our guest speakers for the evening, the President of the Class of 2023, Autumn Pelletier. Vice President of the class, Kenyang Lual. Secretary of the class, Ms. Jenna LaBerge. And the Treasurer of the senior class, Lily LeVake. And our salutatorian, Mr. Ricky Trong. Our valedictorian, Mr. Josh McDonald. Our guest faculty speaker today will be Mr. Craig Lessier. And joining us on stage is our senior class advisor, Ms. Tara Michaud. Wow, all right. You guys look good. I'm very honored to be here today. This group of graduates has inspired me and challenged me to be better. Thank you. Thank you all for being with us today. I want to start by thanking the entire community for the support the past 3 years that I became principal at Memorial. It's been an honor, pleasure to be part of these students' journey. I'm honored here, students, graduates, to celebrate this milestone with you. And now I'd like to introduce the president of the class of 2023, Autumn Pelletier.
Thank you, Mr. Sainange. Good evening, everyone. My name is Autumn Pelletier, and it has been my honor serving as the 2023 class president. I want to first welcome everyone to our graduation ceremony and congratulate my fellow graduates as we accomplish this new milestone together. Before I formally begin my speech, we must take our class of 2023 selfie. These papers are falling. Can you hold them?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to make my speech too long because I'm sure just like me, you are all ready to graduate. But I do have a few last things I'd like to touch upon. I am so thankful to have been given this special opportunity and play a leading role in the memories we have made here at Memorial. I have honestly cherished every moment and event, from not only planning to participating in them as well. Listening to your ideas and taking on new challenges has been my privilege, and I'm so happy to share this celebration with you all today. Throughout these past 4 years, we have overcome many obstacles, but we continue to push through despite the challenges, like sleeping through period A Zoom calls during COVID and awkwardly waking up to our teachers calling our names, or eating the school store ramen because they took away the rap line we had freshman year. But we made the best of it. Like raiding the football field because Memorial finally broke their losing streak. Or when we decorated our senior hallways so red you could see it all the way from the cafeteria. I think some memories will stick with us better than others. Like testing how many of us could really fit in the small white box taped on the gym floor at assemblies. Or creating human pyramids high enough to beat the junior class. In the moments, we were so focused on successfully winning these events that we didn't realize how much fun we were really having. As I have had the privilege to get to know most of you sitting here, I have no doubt that you will all accomplish amazing things. I am so proud of the individuals we are all becoming, and I see bright futures ahead of us. My heart goes out to those who fought silent battles but persevered through. 12 years of hard work and dedication brought us to this moment today. And I cannot be happier to say that we made it. As we unite here together one last time, I want to give my biggest thank you to all of our teachers, families, and supporters who have not only motivated us, but stood by our sides. I also want to give a big shout out to my parents, especially my mom, because she has inspired me in so many ways and continues to do so every day. If I could please get a quick round of applause for all the people in our lives who not only continue to celebrate who we are, but helped us get here today. Thank you, guys. As I continue with my speech, I want to talk about what the future holds for us. As we follow our dreams and journey through new paths, we have control of who we want to be and what we want to do. Maybe we want to bake the best brownies like Miss McCara, be a talented musician like Mr. Gocklin, fight fires while also being a teacher like Dr. Coppins, or love math as much as Mr. Segan does. The choice is ours to make. But as we begin to make these choices for ourselves, I hope we all continue to pursue what brings us the most joy. High school is similar to that of a roller coaster, in a weird but logical way. As we rode through its highs and lows, we may have felt as if we were not going to survive certain drops. But our friends, families, and supporters acted as the lap bar, which made us feel secure. We felt okay despite the jerks and pulls that may have dropped our stomachs along the way. And then the end came much quicker than we thought it would. And if you're anything like me, it felt like your eyes were closed most of the time. But all of a sudden, the ride was over. And you say to yourself, it wasn't all that bad after all. But you wouldn't really want to go on it again. It may have been your favorite ride or your least favorite. But at the end of the day, you can still say you did it. We did it, guys. I wish you all the best. Congratulations to the class of 2023, and good luck with all of your future endeavors. Remember, once a crusader, always a crusader. Now I would like to introduce Ricky Trong, the salutatorian of our class.
Hi. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I have some difficulty with my folder right now. Thank you. Superintendent Gillis, Mayor Craig, members of the school board, guests, faculty, friends, and family. I am honored to welcome you all as we celebrate Memorial's graduating class of 2023. Four years ago, exactly 1,463 days, I was sitting here in this very arena watching the graduation of the class of 2019, which now feels like an entire lifetime ago. Still in 8th grade at the time, I was listening to two of the seniors give a speech, Christine Lee and Thomas Gurton specifically, and I remember thinking at the time, wow, wouldn't it be so cool if I could give a speech at my graduation? But now I'm shaking because this is the most nervous I've ever been. And so on that fateful day, the 15th of June, 2019, my goal was set. In order to secure a spot at the top of my class, I convinced myself somehow that I was going to get straight A's all throughout high school. Perfect grades, I told myself. How hard could that possibly be? Clearly, my 8th grade self was blissfully ignorant of what AP Literature had in store for me. So, yeah, as you could probably tell, everything didn't go exactly as planned. My journey to graduation here today was not as smooth as I originally wanted to be, and there were definitely many unexpected bumps in the road, which I'm sure many of you could relate to because, elephant in the room, our high school experience was interrupted by a global pandemic midway through freshman year. And I don't want to beat a dead horse. I mean, almost every graduation speech in the past 3 years has talked about COVID, but for good reason. When you stop and really think about it, it truly is incredible how we were all able to go through such a challenging and unprecedented time in history and come out the other side. And for us, the class of 2023 in particular, we were put in an especially unfortunate position as our freshman, sophomore, and junior year, arguably the most formative years of high school, were interrupted, resulting in a rather rough transition into secondary education. Nevertheless, we persisted, and now here we stand as graduates, having achieved the same, if not a greater, level of education as the classes that came before us. We did that. Anyway, though, I say all this because through my experience, through my challenges during remote learning, through my failure to achieve perfect grades, through my ups, my downs, and every point in between, I kind of realized something. The beautiful thing about mistakes, about hiccups, is that they happen, and life goes on. The world still spins yet another day, and no matter how horribly we think we messed up, we just keep on going. I know for me, there was a low point in my journey where I thought I had ruined everything. The end of my sophomore year after COVID, I thought I had jeopardized my chances of getting into a good college, that I had destroyed that oh-so-distant dream of speaking at graduation. But despite it all, and despite really wanting to give up, I just kept pushing for another year, and pushing, and kept pushing and pushing, and I didn't even notice it because it was so gradual, but you don't realize how truly resilient you are until you push yourself to your absolute limit. And throughout it all, I had learned what matters most, what in a sense defines us, is what happens next. Life rarely pans out the way we want it to, and more often than not, we don't get to choose what happens to us. However, certainly, we can choose how we respond, we can choose what happens next. We didn't choose to have a pandemic, we didn't choose to bear through a year and a half of remote learning, but we chose what we could do our junior and senior year to find some sense of normalcy, some way to compensate for the time we had missed, some way to make up for all that we had lost, and, if you're like me, some way to recover your GPA post-pandemic. Yeah, taking 8 AP classes your senior year isn't fun, by the way, to anybody who wants some advice. And so, yeah, to the audience, to any future valedictorians and salutatorians here with us, know that your path may have many unexpected bumps, turns, and dead ends, but take solace in the fact that your attitude, what you choose to do next, can be stronger than any obstacle that might come your way. And seriously, if I can stand here today and still fulfill my dream of speaking as salutatorian after bombing sophomore year chemistry, I think that's a testament to the fact that you can and should always keep going. And now, to the class of 2023, to the class that has been through so much together and has only grown stronger for it, what is there left to say? What wise words could I possibly impart on a class that has personally taught me so much? All I can say is that as we prepare to leave and go our separate ways, I encourage all of us to look back at our time at Memorial positively. It is easy to complain, to wail, to whine, to moan and groan. It is easy to look back at these 4 years and only focus on the negatives. The bathrooms suck. The lockers suck. The technology sucks. The Wi-Fi definitely sucks if you didn't already know. The vending machines suck. 3 p.m. traffic sucks. Like, yeah. I'm sorry. I swear this speech is supposed to be positive. But as I had just demonstrated, it really is easy and cathartic and sometimes necessary to focus on the negative. But it can be difficult to look for the positive, but I promise that it's there. Whether you choose to remember the big things, like all the Spirit Weeks, all the incredible times we shared as a class, and by the way, thank you to my fellow student council members here in the audience today. You all did that. You all made that possible. Thank you. Whether you choose to remember the small things, like all the times we would wave to each other and say hi as we passed each other in the halls, or whether you choose to remember everything in between, like that really weird field trip for NH Scholars. I still don't really know what that one was about. All these memories and more will follow us as we enter the next stage of our lives. And while we may soon be heading our separate ways, our shared experiences here at Memorial High School will forever unite us. Wherever you go, wherever you may end up, whether it's Rhode Island, Virginia, Connecticut, Florida, Indiana, Illinois, Massachusetts, yeah, or whether you're staying here in the historic Granite State, I encourage all of us to choose a more positive outlook on life, to choose what happens next. And with that, one day, you will look back and know that you have made your past self proud. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to the incredible class of 2023. Before I go, I am incredibly honored to introduce to you all the valedictorian for the class of 2023, Josh McDonald.
No, I'm all set. I just need a laptop.
Okay. Bear with it.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. All right. For those of you who don't know me, English is not my strong suit, never mind writing a speech. I'm more of a math and numbers guy, so today I'm going to stick with what I'm good at. There's about 180 days in every school year, and averaging around 7 hours per day, that gives us 1,260 hours spent in school each year. For 12 years, that's a grand total of 15,120 hours we have spent in school. 15,120 hours. That's 906,200 minutes, or 54.4 million seconds. Light can travel over 1.63 trillion kilometers in that time, or the distance from the sun to the earth and back to the sun over 5,000 times. 15,120 hours. In 15,120 hours, you can watch the entirety of the MCU over 220 times. That is up until Endgame, when it stops being good. In 15,120 hours, you can watch the entirety of SpongeBob over 210 times. In 15,120 hours, you can watch every single episode of The Simpsons over 66 times. That's 40,788 episodes of The Simpsons. For 15,120 hours, we have gone to school with each other day in and day out. 15,120 hours, and still, it feels like it's gone by too fast. We've been at Memorial for 4 years now, and in that time, we've taken over 20 classes taught by many of the 140 excellent teachers in the building, received 16 report cards, and our sports teams have earned a grand total of 0 state championships. Although don't worry, our robotics team got one. We've been in school a grand total of 12 years, and in that time, we've seen 6 Olympics, 5 live-action Spider-Man movies, 4 seasons of Stranger Things, 3 wildly different presidents, 2 Tom Brady retires, and 1 global pandemic. We started back in 2011, and back then 2023 seemed so far away, but here we all are today, ready to graduate. It's almost magical how fast time flies, and speaking of magic, I brought a deck of cards with me to help me tell a story. I'd like you all to keep in mind that the following is being done with a genuinely shuffled deck of cards. All right, now we've been here for I know. Give me a second. Wow, this is maybe a little too shuffled. Hold on, stay with me. We got this. All right, you ready? We're going to try it again. The following is being done with a genuinely shuffled deck of cards. Now, we've been here for 4 years, and what a journey it has been. 9th grade started off normal, and it was a real step up from middle school, really jacking up the stakes. New people, new teachers, new expectations, all at a brand new school. 7 to 3 made up our long 8-period, 8-hour day, and for 5 days a week, we would get up, go to school, and go home. Now, the first 7 months went fine, but then the infamous COVID-19 hit, and what started off as a nice, relaxing 2-week break off from school turned into a grueling year home filled with long Zoom meetings and silent breakout rooms. 10th grade was abnormal, to say the least, and while some of us came back towards the end of the year, many of us never even stepped foot in the building. Then finally, after 365 full days of waiting, September rolled around for 11th grade and we're all reunited, although our social skills needed some work. Junior year was our first full year of high school, our first full 10 months in the building. And then finally, after 3 of the most unusual years of high school anyone has probably ever had, we had finally reached our 4th and final year. 12th grade, our senior year, where we became the kings and queens of Manchester Memorial High School. Now, with a 12-year journey coming to an end, after the few short months of June, July, and August, we'll go our separate ways to all 50 states and even all 195 countries in the world. Some of us may become the kings of the courtroom or the queens of industry, maybe a jack of all trades. Someone may even become the king or queen of all 8 billion people on the planet, but no one knows because the future is unpredictable. What I do know is that in 40 years, when we look back on our high school experience, we won't think about the days that we were sitting in class not wanting to be there. We'll think about the friends that we made, the jokes that we told, the teachers that did more than just make us memorize the quadratic formula or all the presidents, the teachers that made an impact. But with all that aside, I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2023. Wow. That could not have gone worse. Thank you. I appreciate all your effort. Thank you. I'd now like to proudly announce our faculty guest speaker, Mr. Craig Lessier.
How do I follow that?
Just talk about numbers.
No, numbers is not coming out of my mouth. Wow, man, that was like, okay, yeah, well, you're gonna get the B team now, so just lower expectations after that. All right, hi everyone. I would like to thank the class of 2023 for choosing me to be your faculty speaker. The opportunity to address all of you one final time is an honor, and I hope not to squander it with tired sayings and well-worn platitudes that often happen this time of year. And yes, as I say this, I recognize that I've probably already failed by starting my remarks by talking about cliches, but hey. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I've struggled with this speech, not because I didn't know what to say, but because I didn't know how to get there. The finish line was easy to see, but the starting gun wouldn't fire. And while the idea of having ChatGPT write the speech briefly popped into my mind, I give you my word that the words come from here, and more importantly, from here. I mean, how do you sum up and quantify this class, this generation? If you want to talk about unique, this is the group you want to focus on. When I gave the faculty address back in 2015, my speech came easy. I knew the message, and I felt comfortable in the way that I was going to deliver it. But the message was safe and delivered during a time of relative calm. Speaking before you today, I can say that our world has changed and that the message I want to deliver is more specific to what's in front of you right now. It seems like you all get a lot of flack for the things you don't do well. And let's be honest, some of it's rightfully earned. For instance, show of hands from the seniors, how many of you won't get takeout from a restaurant if you don't have the option to order online because you don't want to talk to someone on the phone? Yep. Okay. Or, show of hands, how many of you would rather record a friend doing something stupid rather than stopping them from doing it? And I won't even ask, you won't even have to put your hands up on this one unless you want to. We've done enough surveys in psych class for me to know who you are. This is going to be the worst since you're graduating today, but how many of you still need a calculator to add a string of 10 numbers together? Now, for all the things you might struggle with, there are a litany of things that you excel at. Angles. You guys know how to get your angles and lighting right. When I take a picture, I end up looking like Sloth from the Goonies. But when you take one outside the 300-wing bathroom at 8:13 in the morning wearing sweatpants, it comes out looking like you're a member of the cast of Outer Banks. And your TikTok videos are on point, especially your dances. Choreography is next level. It makes you wonder how many Harvard and Yale-bound students we could produce if the same level of devotedness was used to study for your Gauquelin, Segan, or Ware test. And I love your ability to shorten even the most basic of phrases. Suspicious? Nah, too long. Let's go sus. Good game? Why would we use that when we can use the same number of syllables and say, GG? And then there's your skill at redefining words. Someone walked by me when I was rocking my new Jordans, and they said to their friend, yo, he's got the drip today. I was so worried I had something on my face, I had to go check a mirror. Another girl asked me why I was so salty. I explained to her that it was genetics and that my mom's hair had gone silver in her late 20s as well. Even grammar can be altered. I asked the kid if he liked something, and his response was bet. I asked him on what? He looked at me like I was the one who was speaking in a strange new way. And God forbid your name is Karen or Stan. Your names have been forever altered. But in all seriousness, the trait you've mastered that I want to focus on is tolerance. In the 21 years I've been teaching, I am amazed at your ability to accept people for who they are. To you, it's just something you do. It's effortless, not something you have to think about, but to older generations, it's a remarkable thing to witness. I'm a Gen Xer, and we were really good at talking about tolerance and inclusion, but we struggle with its implementation. And if I go back to my parents, the baby boomers, they typically tell you the way it's worked in the past. But with you, I've never seen a group better at looking at someone for who they are and not by the labels they are given. I think your way of approaching the world is needed now more than ever. It seems that people are more divided and polarized in their thinking than I can remember in my 44 years on Earth. And I believe that you are in a unique position to help change this. We as humans, unfortunately, can be tribal. And in times of stress, we tend to circle the wagons around familiar things. But that can breed division and exclusion. You all bring the opposite. You bring tolerance. You bring inclusion, and you bring acceptance. These strengths are important because they can help bridge the divide that stands between all of us. I always tell people that I am fortunate to be a teacher. It keeps me young and forces me to adapt with the times. This group has challenged me more than most in making me rethink things I have done and said for years. And it has made me reflect about who I want to be as both a teacher and a human being. And I don't think I'm alone in this. Even if people aren't happy with having to self-reflect, they're still doing it. And this has the potential to change the way our society operates. Now, here's a dose of reality for you. You need to foster these traits. Right now, the world is yours for the taking, and there are limitless opportunities in front of you. But as you get older and obstacles arise and life gets in the way, it's easy to get jaded. This way of thinking that has helped to define your generation can be put on the back burner because you're busy or tired or just beaten down. This is exactly the time you need to redouble your efforts to remember what sets you apart from your parents, grandparents, and teachers. Progress isn't a guarantee. Just because change is happening doesn't mean it's going to continue. It has to be nurtured. Complacency can result in accepted practices, things you assumed were etched in stone, being eroded and erased. Change is hard. And tenaciousness is needed because you're going to be attacked for the new way of thinking. I'm sure you've experienced this at some level. And to be fair, some of your ideas might not be realistic. This might be the result of naivete or a lack of life experience. But just because something is dismissed doesn't mean it can't be refined, and it certainly doesn't mean you stop questioning and challenging ideas and practices. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean it can't be better. And keep this in the back of your mind. The older generations that are pushing back I'm in that group too. The older generations that are pushing back have, at an earlier point in their life, been in your shoes. They were once the new generation that were challenging old ways of thinking, and were getting the same lectures that you're getting now. And you know what? If you continue to stay true to your beliefs, some of these people will remember this and start to listen to your case with a more sympathetic ear. Remember, the loudest voices don't always speak for the majority. They're just, well, loud. You have more allies in your camp than you know. Heck, if my 91-year-old meme can be swayed by your message of tolerance, inclusion, and acceptance, and she has, then there's a chance for almost everyone. Keep this in mind, though. You need to remember that respect and understanding is needed for your message to get through. While you may passionately believe in a cause, trying to force feed it to someone is never going to work. If your generation is truly going to be the generation to bring people together, then you need to be able to meet people at the place where they're starting from. Don't fight for equality and tolerance by going against those very principles. Understand who you are talking to and know that change doesn't happen overnight, and that the goals you're striving for can take time. Accepting these realities can go a long way in achieving your ambitions. Now, as I wrap up my remarks tonight, I am optimistic about the future. I look out at the sea of faces in front of me, and I see many soon-to-be graduates that I've had in class. And I'm reminded that they have already had an impact. They've changed my and many of my colleagues' views already, and that matters. I close out this year feeling better prepared for next year because you have all taught me how to be a better teacher, husband, and father. And for that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So, it's about that time to flex with your squad and be recognized for all that you've done. Remember to keep it 100. I will miss you all, and I'm so excited to see how you make this world a better place. Good luck, class of 2023. I wish you nothing but the best. Here's Mr. St. Ange.
All right. So we're going to go through a few recognitions. I know Josh mentioned we didn't win any state championships, but we do have a couple of state champions in the house. Him being one of them in the 100-meter butterfly. The NHIA stand champion for the 100-meter butterfly in swimming was Josh McDonald. And I would like the graduating members of the robotics team to please stand. The graduating members of the robotics team, please stand, okay? They have, yes, won another division championship. If you get a chance to go in the cafeteria, we've run out of wall space for robotics banners. So we'll have to get creative. Also, the NHIA indoor long jump champ was Alexis Rivera. He gave a wave. Okay, so we're going to go through a few recognitions. There's kind of a point at the end, and for those of us that don't love audience participation, there's going to be a little bit. It's not overwhelming. I'm going to ask you to stand in a minute, but right now, what I'd like to do, okay, I'm going to talk to these guys. If you're going into the military, please stand to be recognized at this time. Stay standing. Thank you for your service and stay safe out there, okay? Stay standing. If you're headed into the workforce, taking over a family business, please stand to be recognized at this time and stay standing. If you're taking a gap year, figuring out what the next step is, please stand to be recognized at this time. If you're going to a 2- or 4-year university, please stand to be recognized at this time. If you're going into the trades or any other profession, please stand at this time. All graduates should be standing. Okay. Now is going to be the part where I'm going to need a little help out there. If you're here because you love one of our graduates, you've supported one of our graduates, you're friends, family of one of our graduates, please stand at this time. Those are your people, guys. Okay? Those are your people. They got you here. All right? You did the work. You did the work. Please stay standing. Okay? At this point, just in case I missed somebody, if you're a human being, please stand to be recognized at this time if I haven't got you yet. You see, we all have one thing in common. We're all human beings. Different, imperfect, but we're all fortunate to be here. While we stand together as a school community, let us embrace our individuality and embrace the fact that we have this one thing in common. The Webster's Dictionary defines humanity as compassionate, sympathetic, or generous behavior or disposition. I think we heard Mr. Leckier say that. Okay? That's this group. The other piece of the definition is the quality or state of being humane. Sounds like the class of 2023. I feel great, what Mr. Lessier said, about the future because of you. You've taught me to juggle with my emotions. Is there like a pool of when it's going to happen? It's not. I got it out yesterday. It worked. Okay, we had a moment yesterday. It was great. But you have. Mr. Lessier said it. We're learning from you. We're learning from this generation, and I appreciate that. So at this point, I want to thank everybody that's standing in this room for what's happening on this part of the city and at Memorial High School. It is an amazing experience. Congratulations to the class of 23. We can all be seated now. And on behalf of Manchester Memorial High School, we are proud of you, we care about you, we love you, and we're excited to hear all of the next chapters of your lives. And now, to provide official greetings from the City of Manchester, it's my pleasure to introduce Manchester Memorial alum and Chair of the Board of School Committee, the Honorable Mayor Joyce Craig.
Good evening. It's such a pleasure to be here with all of you. Sorry. It's such a pleasure to be here with all of you. As an alumni, I am so excited to celebrate the class of 2023. They do deserve a round of applause again. There's a theme in all of our speeches, and you'll notice it as we continue here. When you think about it, this class really had an unusual high school experience, but you successfully navigated demanding circumstances. And as I look out at all of you, I see strength, I see determination, and I see dedication. You persevered through so much during your high school experience. You should be so proud of all that you've accomplished so far, and there's so much more to come. I know that you're going to be among the most resilient and hardworking graduates Manchester has ever seen, and it gives me great pride knowing that you are our future. I'm told by many of the staff that you brought back several Crusader traditions while also creating new ones, and that you took school spirit to a higher level with record-breaking homecoming dance sales, ticket sales, and attendance. You spoke up and built lasting relationships with students and staff, and that you are understanding, accepting, and supportive of each other. I too would like to take a moment and thank the parents, teachers, school staff, coaches, mentors, and friends who helped guide all of our graduates to this special day. As a mother of 3 children who graduated from the Manchester School District, I understand the work to get here is shared by many. And graduates, please be sure to thank all of the people who helped you along the way, and always remember to give back. Communities thrive when people come together and listen to each other. When I graduated from Memorial back in 1985, I didn't know what profession I wanted to go into, and I certainly didn't didn't believe that someday I'd be mayor of Manchester, but I found passion in public service, and I'm excited for all of you to go out and find your passion, your strengths, and put them to work for the benefit of others. We've seen time and again that young people are a driving force behind change and progress in our nation and in our city. You have an important voice that must be heard. I hope that your time here at Memorial helped you to find that voice, and that you will continue to use it as you venture into the world and achieve great things. I want you all to remember where you came from and that Manchester will always be your home. Our city is home to some of the most exciting and innovative careers in the world. So while I encourage you to travel, to grow, and to experience the world, don't forget that Manchester is the best place to live, work, and raise your family. As you've heard, and you know, you're an exceptional group of students. I urge you to continue to strive to be individuals of great character, to serve others, to make the world a better place, and to always be kind. Congratulations. And remember, once a Crusader, always a Crusader.
Thank you, Mayor Craig. We appreciate you being here today and sharing this event with us. I'd like to welcome Superintendent of Schools for the Manchester School District, Dr. Jennifer Gillis.
Good evening. I am truly honored and thankful to have this opportunity to be a part of your special day. Your high school graduation is a culmination of so many years of hard work, and I want to thank you for sticking with it even when it got challenging or tough. You are a resilient group who dealt with more than a year of remote learning, but you recovered and worked to graduate on time. That alone is something to be proud of. I want to remind you to take a moment today to think about everyone who helped you get here, such as your family, teachers, principals, guidance counselors, coaches, and friends. I'm guessing many of them are here with you celebrating. Remember to thank them for the support and take the time to enjoy this moment with them. Truly, take the time to enjoy this moment. Your class has been described as courageous. Your principal noted that you worked hard to bring a tremendous amount of spirit back into the school after the pandemic. Your class has created valuable new student groups, including a mentorship program, and your robotics program won another championship. A few of the colleges your class is headed off to include Harvard, Yale, the U.S. Naval Academy, UConn, Northeastern, and Boston University. Students in your class earned more than $111,000 in college scholarships. Several members of your class will represent our country in the armed forces, with students joining the Navy, Marines, Army National Guard, as well as the U.S. Naval Academy. Thank you. Your principal remarked that he truly enjoyed spending time with your class in senior class meetings, but he told me that he just wished he had a little bit more time with all of you. It's important that you remember everything that you've achieved, collectively and individually. As you go out into the world, I want you to use this knowledge as a catalyst for what comes next. Take on those new challenges, but don't forget where you came from. Your city is so incredibly proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. And while many of our speeches clearly had a theme this evening, I get the best part of this evening. Mayor and members of the Board of School Committee, as superintendent of the Manchester School District, I hereby confirm that all students who will receive diplomas today have met all of the graduation requirements of the State of New Hampshire State Board of Education and the Manchester School Board, and therefore qualify for a high school diploma with all of the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto. It is my absolute pleasure to present the graduating class of Manchester Memorial High School, the class of 2023. Congratulations to all of you and your families.
I'm getting used to that. Mr. Lessier talked about some of the phrases, and I can't get that let's go like some of you guys get the let's go. It's like, I got to get it, but let's go. It's time. Okay, I'd like to call Assistant Principals Ms. Christopher, Ms. O'Rourke, and Mr. Hebert down to award your diplomas. And at this time, Assistant Principal and one of the hardest working individuals I know, Mr. Ben Dick, will announce our graduates.
You're too kind, Mr. St. Ange. Before we start, naturally I'd like to congratulate you all, but I'd like to ask you all to please be aware some of the names that will be called today are people who are not able to be with us for various reasons. If that happens and you're next in line, please just give me a little sign and I'll move on to the next name. I'd also like to apologize in advance if I mispronounce a name. I assure you I have put in a lot of time to do my best to get them right, and I sincerely apologize if I do not. All right, are we ready on the floor? Well, I say let's give this a go then. First up, your president, Autumn Grace Pelletier. Kenyang Joseph Lual. Jenna Jacqueline LaBerge. Lily Ann Levesque. Joshua David McDonald. Ricky Sang Trong. Diego Mendez. Christine N. Nago. Fatia Yusuf. Hannah V. Lee. Skylar Ainsley Rollins. Audrey Anna Sedel. Julia Yuen Du. Maya Nicole Dowd. Maisa Aburas. Celine Acosta. Janae M. Addison. Many Lucky Adamin. Rima Ali Ahmed. Jock Akal. Fatima El Azabedi. Camilla Noemi Alejandro. Tristan Shea Alexander. Malak A. Ali. Mary S. Alessandro. Raymond H. Alain Jr. Ahmed Ali Al-Ray. Savannah May Alves. Emma Rose Anderson. Andrew Kevin Arndt. Peyton Matthew Apri. Malaz Babakar. Elena J. Bailey. Kanita Bajranovic. Jacob Vincent Balukonis. Brian Barreto Badillo. Nisa Lynn Barrett. Simran Basnet. Carter John Beeland. Caden A. Barubi. Daniel Bettenker. Simeon Andea Bololo. Misty R. Byron. Nathan R. Byron. Evan Blaze. Elizabeth E. Borey. Cody Roland Burke. Kara Rose Bryant. Cameron Patrick Brown. Maya Faith Brown. Nathan E. Brown. Savannah J. Brown. Kaylee Madison Brunette. Harold Paul Burbine. Prostab Burja Magar. Jenna Alice Burke. Patrick Owen Burke. Liliana Rose Boussier. Janiyah K. Butler. Jacob Mark Caldwell. Caden John Capano. Elijah Miguel Caraballo. Manuel Alberto Castro. Ultion Sila. Brooke L. Chambers. Benjamin Chandler. Oh, there's Brooke. Brooke L. Chambers. And again, Benjamin Chandler. Julio Chicas Medina. Ryan Cleaver. Isabel Sarah Collier. Rowan Nicholas Connolly. Stella Rose Connors. Rafael Silva de Limos Costa. Savannah Ashley Covey. Holly A. Crawford. Anais Cruz. Oh, Anais. Excuse me, Anais. Sorry, Anais Cruz. My mistake. Jordani Omi Cruz. Kaliana N. Cruz. Esther A. Cuvas Santos. Ashley Nicole Cummings. Ryan J. Cunningham. Courtney M. Curtis. Justin Dang. Tori Hope DeRosa. Dominic J. Doherty. Evelyn Grace Davis. Nathan Scott Davis. Carly Dale Dietrich. Jaden R. Defosis. Jeremiah Cameron Defosis. Maya Gabriela Desardin. Mateus James Devereaux. Jaden J. Diaz. Jackson C. Duillard. Nicholas M. Duclos. Rebecca L. Ducret. Lauren May Dumont. Alyssa Lynn Dunham. Jennifer Egan. Thomas G. Egan. Stephen Elizzi. Reem Khalil Elrea. Najia Ariana Elise, excuse me. Zachary Vincent Famiglietti. Fatma A. Fatah. Joel Feliciano. Colin C. Fields. Colin James Fleming. Maria Celeste Flores Fernandez. Michael Fleury. Samantha Lynn Fontaine. Christopher Fontenez. Jet N. Frangos. Catherine Frias. Samuel T. Frost. Lindsay Ruth Gagnon. Anira A. Garcia. Christian Josiah Garcia. Olivia Claire Gelinas. Janaya R. Gilbert. Wesley Gill. Benjamin Gladys. Gisele Gomez Barrientos. Is it Gisele or Giselle? It's Giselle, my mistake. Giselle Gomez Barrientos. Sorry, Giselle. Christine Gomez Rios. We just have to pause for a selfie. Matthew Adriel Gordon. Kristen Nicole Grazi. Owen Graziano. Preston A. Guffey. Prabhu Gurun. Shayla Halilovic. Dylan Jacob Halley. Juliana M. Harrington. Kira Harrison. Josiah Hartford. Jacob R. Hazel. Juliana Hernandez Lafond. Evan L. Hines. Matthew J. Hodgkins. Miram Husanovic. Giovanni Ibarra Ochoa. Aliana Jasmine Infante Boudreau. Patricia Islaw. Adam H. Jacques. Wenchel Jean-Claude. And now you can all turn your heads this way. And we will begin with Hannah R. Jenkins. Joshua Johannet. My understanding that the next person can't be here today because he's already left for basic training, but Brian Jack Lovering Jolliker. Denasia Rose Jones. Sharon Hillary Kamala. Rowan Eve Keenan. Jui Kodka. Ethan W. Kimball. Madison Lee Kimball. Samuel J. Kerwin. Grace Lee LaChance. David P. LaCroix. Lucien C. M. LaFond. Aiden M. LaFrance. Jackson Andrew Lalos. Caden L. Lalsa. Danny P. Lamb. Jordan A. Lermont. Jocelyn M. Lavalier. Brady J. Lawrence. Brian D. Lee. Joshua A. LeBlanc. Fatima D. Levatic. Nicholas D. Lauding. Benjamin Thomas Longton. Aliyah Sarah Lord. Mark Roy Lupa Jr. Nanarope Lual. Colin J. Lynch. Warisha Mahak. Hannah E. Mahoney. Adrian R. Mayu. Luis Maldonado. Destiny Joy Mandigo. Amani Janae Martin. Cassandra Caitlin Martinez. Luis Martinez. Jacob Evan Maurice. Daly Annette Maxim. Shazeb Fahim Mazumdar. Cameron M. McCarthy. Rasheen M. McDonough. Hannah E. McDonald. Reese Vieno Meehan. Hope Rita Mercier. Daniel Mihailitsa. Kendra Grace Miller. George S. Milios. Kyla Mackenzie Mitchell. Hawa Awais Mohammed. Grace A. Morris. Finley Miles Morrison. Eddie Mugisha. Ava Marie Moulon. Laura Nguyen. Peter Win Nguyen. Genesis Nunez. Christian Muturi Oke. Opwamipo Junia Ugushui. Brianna Dawn Olan. Sadie Rose Olson. Christopher Ortega. Christian Otero. Kyle E. Page. McKenna Lynn Pat. Alexis Marie Pelletier. Aliana Marie Pendlebury. Jade Perry. William V. Pham. Justin Pichardo. Gastino Pierre Philippe. Olivia Jean Pike. Leah Marie Elizabeth Plummer. Emma Rose Polanco. Paige Frances Potts. Xavier Shanice Ann Prechek. Brooklyn Marie Prive. Gavin Robert Quagliani. Abdallah K. Ramadani. Abigail Adeline Ramos. Maria Eduarda Moda Ramos. Devin Christopher Ronfos. Rebecca Claire Riskievich. Aislinn Raymond. Maximus Michael Regis. Clara Reese Ricker. Angelina Rio. Cesar Rafael Rivas Castro. Alexander Rivera. Alexis Rivera. Jasmine Rivera Nunez. Jose Parker Rivera. Kaylee May Robert. Artur Gabriel Rodriguez de Mora. Angelina Jolie Rodriguez. Hunter Ian Rollins. Emma Jane Rossi. David Rouge. Joy Marie B. Ruiz. Elizabeth A. Rupert. Lexi Marie Rustin. Carla Sabino. Luis Aldo Salas Regino. Ava J.P. Saliba. Shane David Sanborn. Javen Sanchez. Ian Santiago Ayala. Dylan Surratt. Maria Sarfraz. Anna Gabrielle Scarponi. Ella Grace Scarponi. Elizabeth Shavlin. Devin Mainir Sim. Anderson Davila Season. Emma Elizabeth Slavin. Genthi Sono. Maria Johanny Sosa Jose. Joshua W. Susi. Dolby St. Louis. Thomas G. Spratt. Taishiana Stewart. Madison Ann Stumpf. Jeliza Jasmine Sarita Pena. Sarah Marie Sutherland. Zane Hemza Tiber. Tyler Noah Telge. Christopher Matthew Tensa. Sergio Teruel Gutierrez. Alfredo Torres Jr. Eric Joseph Tran. Tien Thin Tran. Tri Tran. Ava Rose Twardarski. Elena Van. Sorry, I had to turn to the last page. Desiree Velez. Nope. Naomi J. Velez. Amelia Vitello. Cynthia Vu. Joshua Joseph Walters. Jenna Angel C. Whaley. Ariana Nicole Webb. Colin Michael Webster. Antonio J. Welch. Landon Wilson. Jody Lynn Wood. Jody Lynn Wood. Riddick Yadav. And last but not least, Alyssa Marie Bashinska. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Dr. Gillis spilled the beans and said that I wanted more time, so we're just gonna hang out for a bit, guys. You guys can hang out with me. No, I'm just kidding. They're done with me, which is great. Can we do that again? That was awesome. Class of 2023, let's go. I got goosebumps. All right. We're going to call up Autumn. Graduates, if you guys could please stand. Autumn's going to come up to move her tassels.
I was going to say please stand. Thank you. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Then I can just throw it in the air. Okay, I hope
I'm going to miss you. It's been a lot of fun.
everyone's
Really appreciate it. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, safe night. Once a Crusader, always a Crusader. Go Crusaders. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Do you want to wait till the kids go out and do it?
Nice job. We can leave now. No, they're asking. Yes. Thank you. This was great.
Thank you, yeah.
Just doing a picture. Sean. Want to grab him?
Congratulations. Parents are staring at their kids. Sure. Yeah, usually. Adults are worse than kids.
Grab those two and Sean. And Jeff. All right, give Sean.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, off we go.
On to the next one.
Michelle, Sean, let's go.
Tall guy doing. Smile.